Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News on Fox 14. This morning we are making a birthday cake with the birthday boy himself, Chef Anthony Fisher.
Good morning.
Good morning. So excited to have you this morning and so excited to be able to celebrate your birthday a little early with you.
I appreciate that. So what we have is our cakes from yesterday, from earlier this morning. From earlier this morning, we're going to go ahead and get those ready to plate. We're going to ice them up. So they've already set, the jello is solidified inside of them, and we're going to get them ready to go over. So what I'm going to do is, one of them, so it fits nicely in my plate, is I just take a nice flat knife and I cut the top off. Okay. Just like so.
That's a nice long knife too.
Oh yes, makes life real easy. And it's just beautiful inside. I mean, that's just gorgeous. So we're going to flip it up and over and right onto our plate. And we've got it on our plate here. We're going to kind of center it up a little bit exactly how we want it to be. And we're using Cool Whip instead of whipped cream to do this. So we're going to put down a layer.
Why do you use Cool Whip?
Cool Whip for me is kind of a nostalgic thing, but I also like how as it stays cold in the refrigerator for storage, it kind of melds with the flavors and gives you this nice summertime feeling. So we'll just lay it in there. Now most people remember this cake, they've had this cake before, but it's usually in a sheet cake form. Now I like to...
I've made a poke cake as a sheet cake, so it's fun to see it this way, because you're going to have like a better way to view the layers when you cut it too.
And I'm going to turn this one over, knock it out.
This one you don't need to.
Don't need to, because I want to keep that beautiful dome.
What do you have in the bottom of there?
Piece of parchment paper. It just helps me get it out real easy. And you can use I cut a piece of parchment paper out, put it in the bottom of my cake pans. I just trace the bottom of the pan and cut it out.
That's a great idea.
And then lay it right inside.
Do you have to spray it still?
I spray a little bit in the bottom to make the paper stick, a little light on top of the paper, but the paper just helps make cleanup and everything else so much easier. So it's just...
And it came off nice, so...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's really easy to use, really easy to do.
A little Chef Anthony cooking hack there for you.
It takes a little bit of trial and error, but you'll figure out your own little tricks. Some people don't like doing that. Some people love it. So we're going to, a little more Cool Whip.
Okay.
Right on top, and mine's still a little frozen, but that's okay.
So you're just going to decorate it with the Cool Whip, and if you wanted to add toppings, you could.
Could add toppings. You could do bananas for strawberry banana. You could do traditional strawberries, dice up strawberries, slice up strawberries, whatever you want. You can change your fruits around. Say you wanted pineapple. You could decorate it with fresh pineapple on top. It makes for a nice little interesting texture play.
Nice.
And we're going to decorate all the way around.
And this one we chose strawberry jello, but you could pick whatever flavor. Say you did do pineapple or something, then putting pineapples on top would make sense.
Yes, and I've actually done the sour jello mixes from Jolly Rancher. Makes these sour ones, so it throws back to sour candy taste. And you roll grapes in it, and then you can decorate the top with the grapes and rolled in the sour sugar from the jello mix. It makes for a really interesting play on texture and flavors. For those of you who have that Warhead, still hold on to your Warhead candy fascination from when you were a kid. I used to love those candies.
Sprinkle a few Pop Rocks on top.
A few Pop Rocks on top will make it look good. And this cake is not meant to look perfect because it is Cool Whip. It will melt a little bit as you're going, so you usually want to set it up in the refrigerator a little bit.
Okay.
Before you serve it, but mine never lasts. I'll probably eat this whole cake in one or two sittings. I just love this cake and the memories that it brings back. It's great to sit and watch on a hot day in front of the TV. If you have a picnic outside, keep this in the refrigerator till the last minute. Take it right on out for friends and family.
Perfect.
So.
All right, well, we have one thing left to do, and I think we will wait until we come back after the commercial break to do that. Well, I guess two things. I'm excited to try this strawberry.
Oh, I love this cake.
But we will do that when we come back after the break. Sound good?
Sound works for me.
We'll be right back.